This man that trafficked young women was absolutely good looking, charming, worked for a senator in a different state than here, so don't start doing the math. And he was a trafficker. And what he did is he ran a modeling agency out of Florida, and he would have, he had trafficked one woman and utilized her so much that he was using her to actually recruit other women. So that his face wouldn't be out there so frequently. And so this lady that we ended up interviewing as a victim was from another country. She spoke 5 different languages. She was beautiful, not pretty enough that if somebody said, hey, you should be a model, that she could really wrap her brain around that and think, yeah, I probably should, because she was that pretty. And that's what happened to her. Her husband was very wealthy, which in fact makes her wealthy. And the reason that she came to Miami and to California and to New York and to Boston was to shop. That's where she shopped. So she would come in from another country to shop our cities that are wonderful in terms of shopping. So once she was there in Miami, she was approached and said, you should be a model. And she thought, well, maybe I would do that. That would be kind of fun when I come for a couple of weeks to shop. So this person said, you know, the next time you're in town, give us a call, we'll take some pictures. No pressure, not a big pressure sell. She went back home to her country. A couple months later, came back in, called the woman and said, yeah, I'd like to have some pictures taken. And so she went and had her pictures taken. During the photo shoot, she was told, you know, you need to take your top off. She's like, no, I'm not taking my top off. I'm not going to do that kind of modeling. No, it's really okay. I'm right in here with you, the female said. It's really just to make sure that you don't have scars and tattoos, and if you do, that we document that, and so that we know what kind of clothing we can put on you. And so just take a couple of topless pictures, really, that's not a big deal. So she did. Reluctantly, but she did. She went back home after that. Again, not a big high-pressure sell. She went back home to her country. A couple months later, she received a phone call from Marco that said, hey, I've got a modeling gig for you in Washington, D.C. Can you get there in the next couple of weeks? She said, sure, I can get there. So she flew into Washington, D.C., all excited, had her makeup professionally done, and was told just to meet up with this man's name at a local hotel. So she did. She went to the hotel, she met him, he said, come on upstairs, we're just going to sign some paperwork, and then from there, you know, we'll get you on your way. She said, okay. She followed him upstairs, walked in a room, went over to sign the paperwork, and he told her to lay down and take her clothes off, that her first customer was next door, and that she needed to lay down right then. She said, I'm not laying down, I'm not an escort, I'm a model, I'm not doing that. He said, yes, you are. Lay down, or I'll get Marco on the phone and he'll tell you what to do. She said, get Marco on the phone. I'm not doing that. This isn't what I'm here for. Let me go. She got on the phone with Marco, and he said, you will lay down, and you'll lay down 16 times today. And the reason that you will is I'm happy to report that your son, who's in 5th grade, is wearing a bright red shirt, and he's on the playground right now. I have a sniper pointing a gun at him, and it's good that his shirt is red because the blood that will go on his shirt will match